Derived units have more than one unit. Let me give you a couple of examples. Rate is kilometers per hour, and density would be grams per milliliter. Since these are fraction units, we can use these to make unit cancellations doing conversion problems, okay, like we've been doing. So if you take a look at the bottom of the page, let's come down here. We've got some practice problems. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1 says convert 2.67 grams per mil into kilograms per liter. So what you want to do is we're going to write this as, that's too skinny, hold on. That's better. 2.67 grams over 1 milliliter would be an equivalent fraction, right? And if we're going to convert grams into kilograms, is that a 1 or 2-step metric conversion? 1. Okay, so this unit here, grams, will get written on the diagonal, and we're going to put kilograms on top. Where would I put the number 1, on the top or the bottom? Yeah, the top, because that's where my prefix unit is, and then kilo stands for 10 to the third. Now, they want us to convert it to kilograms per liter, so now what I have to do is convert this unit, milliliters, into liters. And the way that you do that is put milliliters up here in the numerator, because as long as they're on the diagonal, they will cancel, and then put liters on the bottom. And then where would I put the number 1? Yeah, top, because that's where my prefix unit is. And then we would put 10 to the negative 3 on the bottom. Okay, so you don't have a math setup for a unit in the denominator. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing right now is simply canceling units, which you guys learned in lower grade school. And you do that by putting the same units on the diagonal. So that's why I highlighted the grams in pink and the milliliters in yellow, showing you that they were canceling. When you go to put this in your calculator, you're going to take 2.67, you're going to divide it by second E3, and then you're going to divide it by second E negative 3. So it should read 2.67 divided by second E3 divided by second E negative 3, enter. Make sure that you can get 2.67. Okay, and in terms of sig figs, you have 3 significant figures here. The number 1 is infinite, the 1 in the power of 10 are infinite, and then you're ending with 3 sig figs here. Yes? Okay. All right, now, let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 says you've got this many milligrams per mil, and they want to convert it into kilograms per liter. So we follow the same format. We take the 8.9994 times 10 to the negative 4, put milligrams after it, and this is all over 1 milliliter. Okay? Milligrams to kilograms. Is that a 1 or 2-step problem? 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out 2 fractions, and I'm going to convert this milligrams into grams first, because I have to go back to the base unit. Where do I put the number 1? Bottom. Bottom, because that's where my prefix unit is, and milli stands for 10 to the negative 3. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put grams, which is my base unit, on the diagonal here, and I'm converting it to kilograms. Where would I put the number 1? Top, because that's the prefix unit, and kilo is 10 to the third. Now I'm highlighting milliliters because they want us to convert milliliters into liters. So I'm going to highlight up here because I need to have these units on a diagonal so that they can cancel. And then milliliters to liters is a one-step metric conversion. Where do I put the number 1? Top next to milliliters because that's a prefixed unit, and the power of 10 goes on the other side. Okay. In your calculator, the steps that you will follow are 8.9994 second E negative 4 times second E negative 3 divided by second E 3 divided by second E negative 3, enter. You can do it all in one big thing in your calculator as long as you understand what to do. Yes?
So for the E, pressing this one or this one?
No, I press second and then this comma key.
Oh,
once.
the comma.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the prefix unit? Is that like
Prefix unit are 2-letter units.
okay?
Okay.
So like, see how it says like milligrams? The one that says G would be
The 1-letter unit is a base unit.
yeah. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. 8.9994 times 10 to the negative 7th is what you will get right here. Okay, and then whatever sig figs you start with. So here I'm starting with 5 sig figs, and then I have infinite, 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 and then here I'm ending with 5 sig figs right here. Yeah? Okay. Let me do number 3 with you. I'll bring that all back. I just had to move this over. Unit conversions are kind of like puzzles, okay? So in number 3, they give you 35 miles per hour. They want you to convert into meters per second. It doesn't matter if you convert the numerator or the denominator first, okay? But in this case, do you see how they gave me this right here? Couldn't I use that to convert the miles that I'm starting with into feet? So then that's what we could start with. If you have miles here, then you would write miles on the diagonal so that it cancels. And then we would go to feet. Where would the number 1 go? Next to miles, which is on the bottom. And then the 5,280 feet would go on the top. And then they want us to convert feet into meters. Okay, how many feet are in an inch? Or how many inches are in a foot? Okay, so there's 12 inches in a foot. The reason why I'm using this is because I taught you how to convert inches into centimeters on the first page, I believe, of this section, correct? So what I could do is convert inches to centimeters and then centimeters to meters. I realize it's a lot of steps, but it could be done. So if I put inches on the diagonal here and centimeters, if you turn back to that earmarked page, what is the conversion between centimeters and inches?
2.54.
So it's 2.54 centimeters? Okay, so 2.54 centimeters are in an inch. Okay. So now I can convert centimeters into meters. I'll have to make myself some more space. This is a 1-step metric conversion right over here. So I just converted centimeters to meters. I put the 1 next to the prefix unit and the power of 10 next to the base unit. Okay, so I got to meters. Can't I convert hours into seconds by converting hours to minutes, minutes to seconds? Okay, so this would go hours to minutes, minutes to seconds like this. Hours would go up here, minutes is down here. There are 60 minutes in an hour. This will allow me to cancel my hours and get it into minutes. And then I can get my minutes into seconds. There are 60 seconds in a minute. And then this will cancel. Oops, wrong one. This will cancel my minutes here. Okay. In your calculator, you would multiply, 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 divide, divide. Okay, so this would be 35 times 5280 times 12 times 2.54 times second E negative 2 divided by 60 divided by 60. You're going to get 15.6, but this is 2 sig figs right here. So therefore, you're going to round this off to 16. And this is meters per second. And that's because you have, this is 1 hour. This is, the number one is infinite sig figs. This is infinite. This is feet and miles are in the English system of measurement. So that's why these are infinite. This is also the English system. That's a defined quantity. This is also exact. These are all exact. You want to know how I got that in my calculator?
Yeah, I got 1.5.
Okay. I did. Can I erase number 2?
Yeah.
Or can I write it up here at the top? The very top? Okay. Up here on the very top, it's 35 times 5280 times 12 times 2.54 times second E negative 2 divided by 60, divided by 60, enter. Tell me what you get. There you go, 15.6. On your homework, you may be asked to use one of the conversion factors that we used in this section. So just keep that in mind. You would reference your book to get it if you need it, okay? Okay, can I turn the page?